Hey you guys, so today we're going to be talking about symbiotic relationships within an ecosystem. So our learning goals is I can define symbiosis and I can compare and contrast the three main types of symbiotic relationships. So let's go ahead and begin. Symbiosis. Sym means together. Bio means life. So symbiosis is a close long-term relationship between two or more species. We're going to skip the video because that'd be weird to have a video within a video. So now let's define and look at examples of each type of symbiotic relationship. So we have mutualism. That means that both organisms benefit. That means both are getting something out of the relationship. We have commensalism. That means one organism benefits, so one is getting something out of the relationship, but the other is unaffected. So it's not harming the other one, it's just unaffected. And then we have parasitism, which means one organism benefits, so it's getting something out of it, and the other organism is harmed. So if you think about this little picture down here, we've got a mosquito and a human. So the human is harmed because you're going to get really itchy, and the mosquito gets the blood and nutrients that it needs, so it is benefited. So a parasite is the organism that benefits. That's where we get parasitism. And the organism that is harmed is called the host. So when we have this relationship right here, this mosquito is the parasite. The host would be our bodies, us. So now let's look at some other examples. The cattle egret will eat insects that have been disturbed when the cattle forage. So, this is the cattle egret. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So it will eat insects that have been disturbed when the cattle forage. So on this one, this is commensalism because the bird is getting to eat these insects. It's also getting protection. So that will be commensalism. But the cattle is unaffected, so it's not getting harmed or it's not benefiting, so it would be commensalism. Yay! The next one, the spider crab and the algae. Spider crabs live in shallow areas of the ocean floor, and greenish-brown algae lives on the crabs' backs, making the crabs blend in with their environment and unnoticeable to the predators. The algae get a good place to live, and the crab gets camouflage. So we can see from this last sentence, the algae gets a good place to live, and the crab gets camouflage, which protects it. So this would be mutualism because both the algae and the crab are benefited. Mutualism. Next one. A fungus attaches itself to ants' bodies as they forage for food. These ants unknowingly transport the fungus to fungus gardens located in the ant colony that serve as food for the ants. The parasitic, that's a good clue right there. The parasitic fungus then takes over and destroys the garden. So this is definitely parasitism because this fungus is benefited, but the ant is definitely harmed. The remora fish attaches itself to the bodies of sharks and uses the sharks for transport, as well as protection from its predators. It also eats up the scraps of food that are left over when the shark eats its prey. The shark doesn't even know it's there. So the shark is unaffected. We know that because this sentence right here, the shark doesn't even know it's there, so it's unaffected. It's not being benefited or harmed, but the remora fish is being benefited. So one's benefited, one is unaffected. That would be commensalism. A teenager from Hardy, Arkansas, had a gnat fly into his eye. He thought nothing of it, but 2 weeks later he suddenly couldn't see anything except for a large dark dot. The gnat had laid an egg in his eye. after the egg hatched, it began to feed off his retina. Okay, so this is definitely parasitism because the gnat had a place to lay its egg, and now after the egg hatched, the little baby gnats are getting to feed off of this human eyeball, but the human is definitely harmed. You can see how red the eye is, so it'll be parasitism. Now I'm scared of gnats. Okay. All right, that is all I have for today. So just make sure you're looking over that ecosystem study guide, and I'm sure you guys will do great on the test. All right, thank you.